All right, so I'm looking at another weekly Squardle today. Now, if you're not familiar with Squardle, this is like Wordle, but we have 10 different words and they're in a grid. And look at the website if you don't know what the clues mean. There's different colors. The arrows will give you some hint as to what that means. Now, I have done some challenges recently, and I had a challenge from actually the creator of Squardle. And I figured, well, when the creator of the game gives you a challenge, you've got to follow it. And I guess this one wasn't a challenge quite as much, where they said they would like me to choose a good start, rather than having like 5 words that I start with like I've been doing. Choose a word that I think would be a good start and see if I can finish with as many guesses remaining as possible, which I thought was interesting, and in some ways is puts a little bit more pressure on me because it's easier, I think, different kind of pressure. So when I use those difficult starts, there's pressure to find the answer, but I can just kind of throw the words in and not think too much about the best way to start. And so now I've got to actually think about a good start. Now I'm thinking about coast. I want to use some vowels. O and A are good vowels to use. Now E is a good vowel as well, of course. But I feel like I don't know what to think. I don't know. I'm tempted to use an E. I do like T as the end of a word and also a potential, because this first guess, whatever letter you guess at the end is the end of the word, but it's the start of the last row and column. And I feel like T is a good starting letter, S is pretty good. So really all of these are starting letters for future words. And that's why I'm kind of thinking coast. I like C. C is a good letter. As those of you who've been watching me for a while know, I often forget about C for some reason. I just feel like coast is a pretty good start. I also thought about coats and get the S, because whatever final letter here is, we're gonna check to see if it's in this last row and column as well. But I think I like coast better. Let's go with coast. Okay, so no, of course, there's no C, of course. Obviously, there's no C. Why would there be? All right, interesting. Interesting, so the S's are pointing at each other here. The A's are pointing at each other here. And the O's are pointing at each other there. Now, that doesn't mean that these are S, O, and A. But there is an O in the second row and the second column. So I definitely want to guess an O right here. I mean, we could do anything we want at this point. So, we could guess a T, because there's a T in this row, but there's no T in this column. So this T over here would be a wasted spot. I think it's better to get some new letters at this point. So, now, normally I would probably do something like cough, but we know there's no C. So, we could do bow. B's not a great letter. It's not terrible, but I feel like it doesn't come up that often. But I think that's still pretty good. Oh, we could do dough. Dough might be better. I think D's better than B. Okay, let's do dough. Dough, yeah, dough. Okay, so that is where the O was. There's no U and no H. Okay, there is a D in this row. There's a G in this column. So we have a G and an S. G at the beginning could be good. It could even be guess. That would be possible. No, there's no U. No U, so it can't be guess. No H. Okay, so far, not doing great, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Okay, this one here, so there's no U, there's no A in either the row or the column. We could have an O, but not at the start here. There could be an O up here though. This is probably, unless it's an I. I was gonna say it's probably a consonant after the O, because it can't be an A. It could be an I though. So maybe I isn't a bad thing to guess here, because OI is certainly possible on either one of these. And we haven't done an I yet, so that would be good. It'd be good to guess an E at the end, potentially, because I like E in the last row and column, because those are the ends of all the words. And, you know, silent E at the end is very common. So I like having an E at the end here. Ooh, we could do rinse. That's not too bad. We haven't guessed an R yet. Haven't guessed an N yet. And the S, there is an S in this column and in this row. So I think rinse is pretty good. Let's go with rinse. Okay. Well, at least we're getting colors. This is something. Okay, so there's an R, an I, and an E, but not in any of the places we tried to put them. Now, the eyes are pointing at each other here. Again, that doesn't mean there's an I there, but it's worth trying there. R, I feel like RI is pretty good. RI is good. We need an E. So we could put an E here. But these E's are kind of pointing at each other down here too. Now the problem with guessing an E right there is that puts an E right here, and we know that's not an E. But if we're thinking RI, then the E would have to be over here. I don't like that as much. So the E can't be last, it can't be third. It could be fourth, but I don't really want to guess it fourth right now. It could be here, it could be EI, that's possible. EI, and then the R could be here. Something like weird. It's not bad. Weird. Okay, so if it's this, we've got potentially G blank RS. I don't know, I'm not liking this as much. The D something E over here just doesn't feel right. Okay, we don't know that the G is there. We definitely want to guess something with the G and an S here. The problem is, we do have an S here, but no G, so the G is only good for the one word, but we have, since we know there's a G in the word, we're gonna have to guess a G. Again, the S isn't necessarily there, but it certainly feels like it could be. We've got two red S's there, two yellow S's here. It's definitely a good spot to guess an S. The G is not gonna be after the S. So I feel like we need to guess a G either first or third. Don't like the G here as much because there's not an E after it. We don't have an H. What's gonna come after the G? Can't be an S. What would come after the G? No, I don't like G there. I don't like G there, so I think G at the beginning is the way to go. You know, we could guess something with an E at the end. I know I'm thinking E in the corner here, but there could certainly be an E fourth, and we do know there's an E in both the last row and column. So that's not terrible. I mean, go crazy and do something like goose with double O. Certainly possible that you could have O second and fourth in one of these words. But there's a big risk, because if there's no O, then you've kind of wasted two letters there. Okay, so what's gonna come before the S? It can't be an A in either one of these spots, because the yellow and the red there. It could be an I. I would be good here. We do have a red I here and a yellow I here. So something, it'd have to be guys though, and we don't have a U. Unless, is Grice a word? That feels like it could be. Let's just try it. Oh, it is a word. Woo! We got some greens. Oh, the E's are there. Okay, So now I'm not thinking E here. It still could be, but I'm not thinking E right there anymore. Okay, awesome. Okay, this, I mean, is this goose? If it's goose, oh, I'm gonna be so mad if that's goose. Because I almost guessed goose. I was really close to guessing goose. Okay, we do have an R in the second column. Good, 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 okay. And it can't be first. Okay, look, the white R here, and this is red, so it's either third. Okay, so now I'm thinking R right here. Oh. Because we have the yellow, and the R has to be third or fifth. It could also be down here, but R there would be good. R-I, something like, oh, but if this is an O, ooh, ooh, I don't know that I like, oh, prior would work. Okay, so that is possible. Prior would work. Okay, so I was gonna say, what's R-I-O gonna be? And this, I'm thinking goose. I mean, could it also be geese? It could be geese. A triple E. Oh, that would be mean. No, it can't be. Oh yeah, it can be geese. This is orange. Oh, because we need an E. Right, this can't be prior because we need an E. Oh. Okay. Okay, so maybe geese. Oh, geese would be good. And this could still be an R. Could be like crier or dryer. No, it can't be a D. Not dryer. ED here wouldn't be bad. We do have a D here. But then what's... And this could be a D. We could have something like adder. And not cried. We don't have a C. Tried? No, there's no T. Pride? Could be pride. It's not bad. Adder. Okay, if it's not adder, actually adder isn't terrible for a guess. I like the A because we have an A in the first row and the first column. This can't be a D here. I mean, adder is good. I don't know if I want to guess it, but it's good. The question is, I don't think I want to do the double D, but I like the D here, I think. This is the one that I'm not sure about guessing a D. I think it could be a D. There is a D in that row though, so. And the D is either third or fifth here, because it's not going to be GD, and it's not first, it's not second, so the D is either third or fifth. So maybe guessing a D there isn't so bad. Maybe adder isn't a bad guess. I know there's no D down here, but if that's not a D, then it's definitely a D here. Let's just go with adder. Oh, it wasn't adder. Okay. Shoot. I should have done something else. Okay, that's all right. So we know there's a D here now. And, okay, this... Oh, it can't be an R. We could have elder. Elder and model and ample and... no, not adage. What's this gonna be? There's gotta be an O. What's that? Boge. This isn't necessarily an A up here, but I don't know. I don't know what that would be. Okay, so let's get rid of some of these. I like model and geese and elder. Could this be an O? No, this. Oh, and this is an O. Older, there's our O. Okay. And we could do something like amigo. Amigo, model. We can do ample. Morse, like Morse code? No, LS doesn't work. Okay, so this has to be a vowel if this is an L. IDI. What is this gonna be? Idiom? This could be loose. More. Ooh. Ah. I was gonna say moral, but then. Close. I feel like we're close. Because this could be like lapse, but then this doesn't work up here. We need to have a D. We gotta. Oh, this is a D. This is a for sure D. We know that's a D. This is almost certainly an I. Doesn't have to be. We could have an I over here. But the I is either first or third in here, and if we have an I over here. Okay, well, I'm not sure. I like AM. I'm thinking AM for both of them. I like the I for the third guess, because it'll also locate the I in this word for us. It'll pretty much locate the I for the row and the column there. We don't need to guess the G. Is there something we can do? A Milo? No. A Milo or a mile? Is that a word? A mile? A mile? Ah, no, I didn't think so. A Milo? No. Okay. So we can't do that. We need to end somewhere, don't we? What about, we could guess amino. I haven't located this N yet, so obviously some of what I'm thinking here isn't right, because we need an N. What about, oh no, that doesn't work. I was gonna say lens instead of lapse, but the N can't be third. Okay, so some of these can't be right. We need an N somewhere. All right, let's get rid of some of these. Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to go with amigo. I'm just gonna go with amigo. Oh, it's amigo. Okay. Whew. All right, so I still like. So this is model, older, geese. I like ample and pride, but where's the N go? We need an N somewhere. More. This can't be an N. This could be an N. We could have moron. I'm the moron who didn't think of that. And loose and idiot and enter. Moron and idiot in the same puzzle. Okay. I think that's gonna be it. Okay. I like those. So we can do model or moron. It doesn't really matter at this point. Let's do, I don't know. We'll do model. Oop, gotta spell it right. Okay. There we go, a couple bonus guesses. All right, and then pride. And then we just gotta do loose and enter. There we go. That'll do it. All right, well, we didn't end up with too many bonus guesses at the end. 6 isn't too bad. I was definitely stuck for a while there in the middle, so I don't feel like I did much better with this than with some of the challenging starts I've done, but I do appreciate that the puzzle was taunting me a little bit there. That's always fun. So let me know how you did with this weekly Squardle, and if you thought Coast was a good start, or if that was just a stupid guess at the beginning, if that was a moronic guess at the beginning, and how you did with this week's Squardle. And be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. Oh, it could be, we could still have an S there. This could be artsy. We're putting a lot of R's in the grid. So there, and there, and there we go. All right, that was an easy one. Decided, maybe. so doing 8 words blindfolded isn't hard enough. We could do spool or after, or spoof and alter, either way. Oh, we could do whiz? There we go, okay. Woo.